Okay, welcome back. The other week of weekly analysis. Um, First of all, I want to talk about a little bit on the crypto side. We had a very good bull run on the crypto. One of the pair that I was watching quite heavily was the Dogecoin, which is which Elon Musk was one of the owner of Dogecoin. As you can see here, I posted in the channel whereby it was still at 0.13. This was on the 26th of October, and then took about 2 or 3 weeks for it to actually run it all the way up to right now it's at what 0.32. Um, Gonna move this away. So I think it's still going pretty good so far. If you take it by level by level, I think the next level would be 0.35, 0.35 triple two. That's the next TP level. Whether or not it will go up to the all-time high, I can't say for sure right now. So just have to play it level by level, and then we'll see how it goes after that. Um, the next one that I would want to talk about is the Tesla, which is also related to Elon Musk. Um, so I was picking for buy here, 187. I entered in at 187 myself. And then in a quick run to 27271, we created this monthly fair value gap. We created this monthly fair value gap over here. Plunging back down, was a little bit of drawdown, and then look what it had created over here, a weekly fair value. Push out again, weekly fair value again. Um, and then it created more buy side liquidity over here. All these are buy side liquidity. And then all this liquidity are meant to be taken eventually, because if we are bullish, those are the stop loss people place when they want to short, and a double top or triple top or whatever they call it. So eventually, because of the news, uh because of the earning report, at first we plunge up, violating all this bearish fair value. And what it did last week was, because of election, it went back down to this weekly fair value again, and then straight up. No chance of given. If you did not buy any dip over here, that's it. It's gone right now. Um, I would say potentially it will go to the all-time high. Look, at least looking at this setup right now. Um, but it might take time. So if I were to use standard deviation to plot it out, I think we might see some reaction over this range, this level. I don't think it will go straight up to the all-time high. I don't think so. So it might hover around a little bit on at this level and then continue upside. It's definitely still bullish. I think this is one of the bigger play that we can look at. So I don't only trade Forex. I do a little bit of stocks, shares, options, a little bit. Crypto wise, I can do analysis for that. I don't personally trade a lot of crypto, but maybe in the near future I will change my mind. So that's all about it on the shares and the and crypto. I'll go back to what I usually do, to Forex. So last week price came back down to this weekly fair value. It was reacting very quick. Um, Although we said that the equity, the indices might react a little bit different, opposite way than the DXY strength. But last week we saw a very huge upside move on the DXY as well as the indices because of the election. So whether or not this kind of theory makes sense, well, I mean, it makes sense because of history, historical data, but we are just taking the history to justify the next move. But whether is it accurate, it doesn't really matter to us because we are trading day by day. So I think next target is still all this buy side. I think we are still bullish at this moment. On the monthly, we have violated this bearish fair value. I think we are going for the buy side. A lot of buy side over here, a lot of trend line. I think these are meant to be taken. So what we can actually look at is we might have to run back down a little bit on the daily. Not too sure whether it will still can make it for this two level here, so I'm going to remove that. Well, I will still mark this up for monthly. And then so we're still early in the week. I'm not sure whether we can hold this point and have the new weekly fair value created. If we created this new weekly fair value, I think we are good to go for next week. Plunge back down to this week, this imbalance area, and then upside move to the next buy side liquidity. So overall, still bullish at this moment. Um, Nothing much to say. Major pairs, well, it's a little bit of sketchy move over here. I don't think we are going much higher from here. We have some imbalance created at the upside, but if we are given choice to actually short it from this area, I might do that. So this one is just not clear to me. We have taken this ERL. So this potential weekly fair value is no longer valid for short anymore. So I'll just give you a miss for now. I will just go directly to what I've analyzed for the week. That will reduce our time looking at charts, going through a little bit of analysis. So dollar CAD, I think we're going higher. We have weekly fair value, we have 4 hours fair value again, a lot of buy side liquidity created. It's just no entry for us to enter. I don't like entering this kind of situation here because there are a lot of trend line created. Well, I mean, we might just run here. So I know this is bullish, but it's not something that I want to trade. So I'll just put it down here to study for price action, and then we'll take it from there. Okay. Um, one moment. Okay. So for dollar Japanese yen, I think we are bullish. Um, Reason being we had weekly fair value mitigated. We had the Friday close that daily candle close did not violate the daily fair value. And then what we are looking at is the buy side liquidity over here. First thing first is this ERL plus the buy side liquidity. So those two will be our target, which is the draw liquidity. Last night I was looking at this. I did not take any longs because we were waiting for 1 hour fair value. But this kind of move isn't what I prefer the most. I would usually want to have the price manipulate the low. So something like that would be what I favor the most. So price take out all this low, which is like the previous Friday low, and then move up rapidly, creating new fair value gap here. So this will be something that I would look for longs. But having said that, if you zoom out to 4 hours, right now we have created um a higher high. So potentially we will have a higher low over here. I prob I personally have like strong confluence for this, but having said that, I have already set up my limit over here for long. Um, this will be what I looking for. So hopefully we can get this entry, and then we'll see how it goes. We have some USD news at the I think it's inflation, so it's CPI. So yeah, um, I'm still keeping this limit active for now. I'm gonna watch what happens tonight and maybe tomorrow to see whether it gets filled or it doesn't. We'll take it from there. So for whoever is interested to join the membership, it's not my membership, but it's a group that I'm in right now. It's a community group for reselling and any kind of way to make money. Of course, it's legal. So uh, yeah, I'm putting my referral link at the bottom here if you want to look at. Gold, no trades for me. I was hoping for some reaction over here last night, but just didn't give any confirmation for here. So eventually it got invalid. So I'm going to remove this. AUD cat. This is interesting. Um, we had weekly fair value. Although last week candle we closed bearish in this moment, it did not violate the weekly fair value over here. So if I were to zoom down to daily, we had the a daily higher low, higher high, potentially a higher low over here. So we can't see any fair value created on the daily chart. But if we look into H4, it might be a little bit sketchy over here. So what I'm going to wait for price to add up is that maybe I would say maybe for now, uh, manipulate this, catch the high, and then we can take the long. So right now, we're just gonna wait. We have a breaker over here, so we just have to wait to see how it moves um further up. It's still on my watch list. Aussie Swiss franc. We are also bullish for this case. We have created daily fair value. Um, price is moving a little bit slower. I have no idea why, but just have to be patient a little bit and see. Well, my preference is that fair value should be mitigated at least half of it. So if we get a plunge back down to this daily fair value and created another hourly fair value, and then we will take a long. Euro Aussie, I think we are bearish for this moment. Uh, We have daily fair value at the top. So looking for more downside, but we have to wait until the prices has mitigated this daily fair value. I think it might take a couple of days or even weeks. Pound Swiss franc, we've been waiting for this, but it hasn't really given us an entry yet. I don't know. So looking at here, we might actually, I don't know, we just have to wait for now. Maybe because of this news, unemployment rate, we might get a plunge to this area. That will be our favor to long. So if it goes sideways for the next couple of days, maybe next week will be our main focus. That's pretty much what I have to my Forex. I'll go a little bit on the S&P. So on the S&P wise, thing is still bullish. We had a strong move last week because of election. Everything's still looking bullish for now. I would say tech is lagging a little bit behind Dow Jones and S&P, but it's still strong at this moment. Dow Jones definitely strong. Um, Something that I will watch for stocks wise is that a second, since crypto is bullish, I would favor a little bit on some of the crypto related stocks. One of them would be Coinbase. I think we are going for this buy side liquidity. Looking very good for this area. We might actually had some retracement back to this 300 or maybe 280 range. If we get that kind of entry, that will be our long signal. Um, Mara is also related to crypto. I had an entry at this level. So how did I get this level is basically having this low liquidated, and we created a daily fair value. If you look at here, we're able to zoom down to this small little daily fair value gap over here. So I got an entry, um, sideways price action for like a couple of weeks or even like 1 or 2 months, and then it had a good move. So I'm just gonna wait if that give us a retracement again, and then we can actually take a re-entry again. Riot, same thing. I took this long way earlier before the Mara. Um, and I had my stop loss at this range, 5.21. It's still a large stop loss, but it doesn't really matter to me because my target is actually at 20 to 23 area. That will also give me 100% run. I don't mind this kind of play because I was confident with the move. Correlation with Bitcoin and crypto in overall. So I don't really care. I'll just enter and hold it out to my TB. So right now my stop loss would be at some point this area, this level or this level as entered. So yeah, I think it's looking good for now. That's about it. Um, if you have any questions, drop me in the chat, DM me or whatever. Or if you guys is interested to join the group that I'm in, please use the referral link down below. Thank you. We can catch up the next call.